Welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth and I'm just going to be going through what I do to get my hair looking like this every day. So the first thing that we're going to start off with obviously is washing your hair. And this is something that I recently changed within the last year or so, and I think that the new products that I'm using have really helped my hair. So what I learned from watching a Bianca curl video, which I will link down below, she's incredible, is that a lot of the drugstore shampoos, a lot of the really cheap shampoos have sulfates in them. And sulfates are just really drying for your hair, really bad for your hair. And as someone with curly hair, you're going to want to have moisture. Moisture will make your curls look nice and healthy and shiny and bouncy. And so you want to avoid any shampoo that has sulfates in it. So these are, let's see, this is the shampoo I'm currently using. It is Maui Moisture. I got this, I think, at Ulta. I know you can get it at Walgreens, Walmart. I'll link it down in the description so you guys know what I'm talking about. This is actually my sister's shampoo that she uses, but it is also sulfate free, so this is another good option. This is the Not Your Mother's Naturals. Their products are amazing. And another thing that I learned is that a lot of conditioners have silicones, and now silicone leaves a coating on your hair which can only be removed by using a sulfate. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. You have to make sure that you're using both silicone-free conditioner and sulfate-free shampoo. And so before you transition to using these products, you're going to have to do one final wash with a shampoo that contains sulfates to strip your hair of any silicone that is remaining from any conditioners that you use. So this is the conditioner I'm currently using, the One Condition Decadence by Diva Curl. And all these shampoos, their sister conditioner also doesn't have any silicone. So you can also use this conditioner I also have. I just used it all up, and that's why I'm using mismatched ones right now. And this conditioner also is silicone free. And likewise, this shampoo is sulfate free. So I would recommend washing with sulfate free shampoos and silicone free conditioners. Read your ingredient labels and just kind of you can also Google it. There's a lot of helpful information on the web about what is good for curly hair, what doesn't have silicones, what doesn't have sulfates. So I would recommend checking that out. And so I wash my hair. I don't shampoo every time I take a shower, but I would probably say I shampoo maybe like 3 times a week, and I condition like 5 times a week. And then I also, once a week or so, I will use one of these leave-ins. This is the Diva Curl Heaven and Hair, and I'll just get my hair wet, brush through it, apply this generously. I also have the Beach Babe, Not Your Mother's, that I use. So I'll just take either one, or I'll mix them together, and I'll just saturate my hair and put it up in a bun and just let it sit and let the moisture sink in. And so that is the first step to getting curly hair. I'm gonna hop in the shower and I will walk you through the rest of what I do to get myself looking like a whole 5-course meal. Alright, so the first thing that I do when I step out of the shower, gross, I gotta get these tonsils out really bad. So the first thing that I do when I step out of the shower is I use a leave-in conditioner. So I brought 3 products to show, and they're all different price points. I will have it all linked in the description box so you can see that you don't have to break the bank to have great hair. So the first thing that I do is I usually use one of these sprays. So I have this one, it's Not Your Mother's. This one I just got at like Walgreens. This I stole from my sister. Thank you, Liv, if you're watching. Love you, girl. And I will usually just start by, I stand while I do my hair just because it's so long. It's getting so long that I just kind of spray it all over. Be generous, it's okay. And then after I do that, I have this one, which is expensive. Diva Curl's pretty expensive, but they do have really good products. So this is the Leave-In Decadence, and I'll just use, this one's running out. I have a backup though, don't worry. So you just kind of want to use, okay, usually I'd use more than this, but we're busy today, so we don't have time for that. So then you just kind of, and I kind of will try to detangle my hair a little bit during this step, just so you don't pull too much. Because a lot of girls with curly hair that have like super curly hair, like 3C or 4C or 3 or 4, anything really, that have like the really curly curls, don't brush their hair. And I've noticed that watching a lot of other videos, but I do brush my hair, because if I don't brush it after the shower, the curls and the waves just doesn't do it for me. So we are just going to kind of put that everywhere. Oh, get all those little tangles out. And then after doing this, My hands are always covered in hair, so the unglamorous step, de-hairing your hands. I just throw this away, obviously. I don't need it. And then I use a towel and I just wipe my hands off. I usually just keep my towel from the shower handy because your hands are going to get covered in product. And it just gets hard to open doors and stuff when you're all jelly and slick. So I'm just going to put it on the floor. And I'm also going to go in my closet and grab a t-shirt. You will need a t-shirt, so just have a t-shirt handy. Alright, so we're just going with this Olivet t-shirt. Go Tigers. And after that, I'm going to brush my hair. I'm going to take these babies off. And then you just brush it and do whatever part you normally do. I find that the side part is most flattering on me because I have such a round face that when I middle parted, I just kind of look like a kindergartner whose mom didn't tell him how to stop eating. And that's not the look we're going for. So let's get these back on so I can see. We are going to just side part this baby. Some people use a comb for this or whatever, so just do whatever you normally do. Just part your hair how you like it. And so now we have wet hair, and now comes the fun part, which is products. I actually have a ton of products. I have a whole basket. I'll just bring it to the camera. It's a little easier. So this is my arsenal of hair products, and I'll go through each of these. They're all different price points, different brands, just so you guys can have some ideas of what your options are. Honestly, there's so many good products out there that you can use. You don't need to use expensive products if you can't afford to. There is no shame in buying products at the dollar store or the drugstore. As long as they work and they make your hair look great and they make you feel great, that's really all that matters. So one that I've been really liking lately has been this Marc Jacobs Strictly Curls, and it is a curl defining lotion. So it's not quite a gel, but it's not quite a cream. It's kind of like a gel and a cream had a baby, and that's why I really like this, because gels can sometimes make your hair crunchy, and I don't like the crunchy look. That was really hot when I was in junior high, you know. You would leave the house with wet hair and have it all crunched, and there would be like a gel cast, and it wasn't a look, but at the time I thought it was a look. So we're not going to do that, because that's no longer the look. And then I'm not going to use all these products today, but I'm just going to talk about them just to give you guys an idea of some different options you have, some ideas of what products you can buy. Okay, so for styling, these are the 4 products. Oop, my backlighting turned off. Let's get that baby. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs today. And then I also have this Ultra Defining Gel by Diva Curl, which is expensive. I will say Diva Curl is very expensive. Like I said, great products, but expensive. And then this I'm almost out of. This is the Diva Curl Believe In. And then this is Diva Curl Wave Maker. So what I normally do is I will take a generous amount of this product, and I like to mix my products. I don't know if it actually does anything, but it makes me feel cool. It makes me feel like I'm like a scientist or something. I don't know. So we're just gonna mix this, and then I sometimes will throw a little bit of a leave-in conditioner in today, but like you saw, my bottle's like empty and I don't feel like opening up a new one, so I will just spread this all over my hands like you're putting on way too much lotion. And then I just kind of, you want to just distribute it evenly throughout the hair. Make sure you get up at the roots too, or else you're going to have frizzy roots. And if you guys have hair like me, my hair will frizz very easily. Sometimes I'll flip my head upside down just to make sure I get the underside too. And my glasses are falling off my face, but it's cool. It's a look. Just going to fix those. Because I don't like when my roots are like flat stuck to my head. To me, that's not a look, so I'm not going to go for that. So I'm just going to make sure it's all over the hair. The hair is coated in the product. And you can add more product later, but just remember, you can't take out product. So it's always better to start with less than you think you need than to overdo it, because then it's going to be greasy and it's going to weigh your curls down, and not a look. It's not a look. I'm just going to kind of use my fingers to get it all through there. All right. And then this is where a towel comes back in handy, because now your hands are gross again. Just gonna get those babies cleaned up. Alright, and now this is when you use your t-shirt. So using a cloth towel to dry your hair creates frizz, and like I said, I do have frizzy hair. So instead of a towel, just use any old t-shirt. DevaCurl does sell like their special towels, but I don't really see the point in that when a t-shirt works just as well. And this is I just kind of scrunch it up, kind of dry it out a little bit. And your t-shirt will get a little bit wet, but like I said, it's just a t-shirt. Just throw it in the wash, or I usually just hang mine around my room and let them dry off for a little bit. And I do feel like I need more product over here, so I'm just going to go back in with this. Not so much this time, but just a little. Because right here it looks like it's already... And I'll use my fingers to scrunch it up too, just like scrunch the product into the curls. And when I do this part of my hair, I don't want it to like lay flat to my head, so I'll kind of like put my head down at an angle and kind of scrunch the roots up just for a little volume. And let's wipe these hands off. Okay, and now we are going to blow dry. So with the blow dryer, you are going to want to make sure that you have a diffuser, and I will show you guys what that looks like. This is just a cheap old, I think this is a Revlon. I got it for Christmas from my mom, like, when I was in, like, middle school or high school, and I'm 20 now, so I've had it for quite a while, so shout out to you, Ma, if you're watching this. Love you, you're the best. And let me grab my diffuser. So this is what a diffuser looks like, and I don't exactly know where I got this from. It just came with the... Putting my face on, I feel fresh, I feel clean, I feel good. And now this is kind of what I think is one of the most important steps. My hair is pretty dry at this point. See, it still has a little dampness to it, but that's okay. So after your hair is mostly all the way dry, that's when you're going to use these products to help get the frizz away. So you can use whatever products you like, but these are just two that I found that work really well for my hair. So I have the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum, and it's just kind of like an oily kind of a consistency. And you really want to make sure you don't use too much of this though, because it will make your hair look greasy if you overdo it. So just be careful, use it sparingly at first, I would suggest, and then like I said, you can always put in more product, but you can't take it out without washing your hair. So be careful with this one. And then this is the DevaCurl Supercream Coconut Curl Styler. And so I will just do a couple pumps of this, and switch that out of the way, and a couple of this, and I just rub it all together. And then I just kind of go over mostly the top layer of my hair because that's where the frizz is most evident. Just kind of run that through. just want to really make sure it's all saturated, especially get the ends, because the ends can be really frizzy. Just kind of brings the curls back together. See, and sometimes you'll just get a piece that just isn't part of the family today. This one just didn't really feel like curling, and honestly that's okay, because with natural hair it just kind of is what it is sometimes, and there's not a whole lot you can do to fix it. So we're just going to accept her as she is. And you know, there still will be, like, there's some baby hairs out of place, but, you know, that's okay. I'm not going for perfection. I don't really need to look nice today. I'm just going to edit this video and maybe hit the gym a little bit, read the Bible, do some wholesome stuff, you know, the usual. And, okay. And so that is how I get my hair looking like this. I'm just going to take you to my bathroom. Knock over everything I own in the process. I'm just going to take you into my bathroom just so I can show you, my parents are sleeping still. My dad's jamming. Anyways, I'm going to take you into the bathroom just so I can show you, like, what my hair looks like in the bath. So this is, oh, that's me, hi! So this is kind of what my hair looks like. This is the finished product. Some days, like I said, are better than others. Today is pretty decent, actually. That's pretty alright. But this is what my hair looks like in the end, and it's still not done drying yet, so it will get a little more dry. And as it dries, it, I don't know, it looks nice. I like it. Yeah. So there you have it. This is how I style my curly hair.